Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday the 27th of November. We have got some new mods out. Patch 1.3 went live today. I have put a link in the description. As you can see, hasn't fixed everything, has it? There are more patches to come. The patch notes are extensive. I'm not going to read them all out. I'm going to talk about a few things that have affected me, things that I have noticed, things that just in the gameplay I've been doing. Like I say, the patch notes are huge, and there may be stuff in there that will encompass or cover things that you are interested in or concerned about. I will just tell you what the sections are. Change log for patch 1.3. There's improvements and changes, and the list is massive. You've then got Hutan Pantai specific changes, Salonka specific, Riverbend Springs specific, new additions, and then modding. And there's a whole load of stuff in there. A couple of things I'm going to touch on now. A couple of things have annoyed me and are worse, I'm not going to lie. But again, it's getting used to it and things changing. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to jump into a tractor. Hopefully this will... A lot of people have been telling me this isn't working anymore. They can't get this to work. If I get into the tractor, go into the cab, come back out again, those lights have gone. That's the first thing. So, just a couple of things on my list I'm going to cover. First off, if we go into our build mode, we go to our animals, go along to our other dog, and we place the dog. Like so. We can now, when you do this, you get a sound. Nice. Dog comes back. And you can now pet the dog. It still goes through there, which makes no difference. You can pet the dog. But you still can't get the dog to follow you like you used to be able to. You do that thing come and it would follow you. Plus, there's still no option to throw the ball. I can pick up the ball. Top left, I've got drop object and pet. I can rotate it. I can turn on my flashlights. It used to be with square, nothing. Circle, I can drop the ball. So the dog still won't run after the ball and bring it back. So is the dog fixed? It depends what you consider to be fixed. That's just my own personal feeling on it. If we go back into build mode, what has been added in under this section down here, which has our fences, lights, others, they have now added in on the end a decoration section. So under the patch 1.3, we've now got a decoration section. It doesn't list what the things are. I mean, you can see from the pictures what they are and the prices and that kind of stuff. So those have been added in. There's a whole load of decorative objects that you can place around your farms if you want to. So that decoration section has been added in. The dredger with the stones on Riverbend Springs, I was hoping that would be fixed. That's not still. I've just tried that, still not working. But what has been added in as well, if we go into our vehicles menu and we go down to belts, a lot of people were saying where was it, and it has been now put in under belt systems. We've got the Lizard S710 pickup conveyor, so you can now pick up from the ground until we get any modded ones that do that. So we can pick up from the ground to bottom too. That's not working with those stones on the dredger on Riverbend Springs, but that has been done. That has been put in. So I'm not going through everything. These are just things that for me made a difference. If we go back into build mode and we go back to our sheds, the modded one still doesn't work because I tried it. But it does say there's information regarding income for solar panels has been adjusted and should now be working. I've tested it with the base game one. So if I do customise, and our customise option, I can put solar panels on. If I go through to the next hour, I will get paid for what that's generated. It's still not telling me though. If, like I said, the update's gone so far, but not. I don't know. My own personal opinion, far enough. Solar panel, yes. But it now doesn't show me, it doesn't tell me how much I will earn from that. What I'm saying with that as well is, if we come out and we go to, there's one here that does have a solar panel built into it. This one here, the solar panel is built in already, and it tells you in that box down there, 0 to 6,672 per month. So why, if you're choosing solar panels, and you do earn money, which is great, that's been changed, but why is it not telling you if you go for the solar panel option what you can earn? Again, small thing, but I just thought I would mention that. Apparently, if you return vehicles, take vehicles back to the vehicle shop, you do now get the bonus for selling directly. If I just sell a vehicle directly from wherever I am, it always used to be you got a certain amount, whatever it said the value was. If you took it back to the store, you always got a sort of enhanced payment. That has been fixed. You are getting enhanced payment now. It does say you can unload unfinished bales now. That's been fixed apparently. Oh yeah, construction. If we go back into this build mode and we go up to our constructables, if you look down where it says building log cabin or farmhouse 1 or farmhouse 3, it tells you now there's a list of the materials that building will require. It doesn't tell you how many of each, but it does tell you the sorts of stuff that will be required. That's been added in. Built from ground, I've done that. Construction. Oh yeah, so a couple of bits that I'm... Oh no, let's do one more good thing actually. Let's go into our vehicles. This is phenomenal. This option I think is absolutely awesome. I'm glad they put it in. Anything that gives you an option for changing the colour of, say for example, whatever it might be. Let's go for a voucher. So if it gives you an option to change colour, if we come down here to our main colour option, we've got a colour picker system now. If we click on that triangle, we've now got this. So we can go in and we can pick any colour on here. For example, let's say I'm going to go green. So there's my green. Brilliant stuff. If I press it again, triangle, and do R1, I can do a custom paint job. So with my left and right D-pad, I can change the hue and I can roll through various different colours if I want to. But with my right stick, I can move it around on this custom picker and I can pick specifically a colour within that I want for whatever it is. Piece of machinery, equipment, tractor. If it gives you the option to change colour, you can do that, which is great. But that's not all. If I come down here, you can pick specific RGB values if you want to. But we can have glossy, we can have metallic, or we can have matte. So if I go for the metallic option on that, that's nice. That's pretty cool. So, colour picker option has been added in. That's brilliant. I like that a lot. So, to the couple of negatives. Again, you might find a whole ton of stuff in here. These are just things that have affected me. There's all stuff to do with AI has been utilised, adjusted, changed. There's certain things that have had harvest rates increased. The harvest rate of peas has been increased. The harvest rate of poplars has been increased. Increased profitability of ravaged trees has been increased. Increased seeding rate for canola. What was the first one I was going to show? Oh yeah, steering. If we get into a vehicle now, doesn't matter which one, what they've done is they have changed the steering sensitivity settings. It says for controllers, for control pads. How did it refer to it? I can't remember what it actually said now. There's so much in here to read. New additions. Steering sensitivity for gamepads has been adjusted and made vehicle speed dependent. So, what happens now is whatever you normally have your vehicle sensitivity or steering sensitivity at, when you turn at lower speed, it's a lot more sluggish. Which is, a lot of cars have this. Your steering is heavier at lower speed. Now, as you pick up speed, your steering becomes lighter. So it's much easier. I still think my usual setting is now really, really sluggish. The problem I am finding is if I go into my settings now and I go across to my general settings and I come down until I get to, where are we? My steering sensitivity. I used to have that on 70. I've now got that on 100 and I still feel a little bit sluggish. The problem is if you keep turning that sensitivity up so it's more responsive at lower speed and not as sluggish, at high speed it becomes too sensitive. And I get it, it adds more realistic, it's how it is in the real world, but again, why it's one of those things, why fiddle with it? What, just leave it alone. Anyway, so that's going to take a bit of getting used to. So if you've come back in now having done the update and you're finding that you're oversteering because it's taken a long time for the steering to come back, it's because the steering sensitivity has been changed. So that's one thing, again, not overly impressed with, but it's going to take a bit of getting used to. We can get used to it. And the last thing I'm going to mention, if we go into here and we go to contracts, It's to do with the profitability. I was talking about profitability a little while ago. Where are we? It says reduced tree transport contract profitability. So your wood transport missions, they've reduced the amount of money you can make from doing those. My argument to that, as always with things like this is why? What difference does it make? Who are you hurting? People out there, some people, a group of people, a person, have complained and said it's too easy to make money if you do logging contracts. So they've gone, oh, reduce it. Who cares? So you make more money doing logging contracts. Big whoop, makes no difference, but they've changed it. So, again, I don't know. I mean, I've done a few of those, and like I say, that's the sort of thing that has affected me directly. There is so much more to it all. There's so much more. I can't go through every single point because a lot of these things I haven't encountered. A lot of stuff is PC related. There's things to do with fixed fertilising function on the Novag T-Force, footstep sounds on building collisions, there's a whole load of stuff. So anyway, that's in relation to update 1.3, which is live now. Like I said, there is a link in the description that will take you to the Farming Simulator website, and you can read all the patch notes there if you want to. That's absolutely great. What I'm going to do now is get on to the mods for today. To the mods then. Behind me on the tractor we have got, let's switch here, we've got the shovel weights by JMZ, 2.67 megabytes download, 2 slots each. They are weights. It's kind of like a rock box really, I suppose, made out of old shovels. You've got the option of empty or with rocks, and again with the new colour options we can change the colours on these as well. You will find them under weights. Just there, we've got 500 kilo, 1000 kilo, 2 slots come down to 1. So we've got nothing, just sit down there, all with rocks in, 300 kilo, 500 kilo maximum. Then design colour, something else I meant to show earlier actually with this, which is very cool. So pick whichever colour you want. For example, if we are going to go green, then I can go there and go on to custom. We can fiddle around with it, choose what shade, what colour. I can go down there, go to metallic, go to matte if I want to. Let's say we're going to go metallic. It also then says down there, add to favourites. So if I click on that, add to favourites, I can name it if I want to. I'm just going to put G for the time being. That's fine. Click select. That should have made that. Has it gone metallic? Yeah, kind of. There's a bit of a metallic sheen to that. If I go on there now and we go across to our favourites, I've got one saved. You don't have to. You can delete these, you can rename them, you can do whatever, so you can scroll through. So if there's particular colours you want for your entire fleet of vehicles, what's great about that now is you can pick the very specific colour you want, and then you can come in each time and bang, 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 just all the vehicles and stuff you want in that colour without having to keep messing around, finding them and that kind of thing. I like that, that's a cool option. So anyway, that's that one. And then this one here, we've got nothing in it, 800 kilo, with stones in it, 1 ton, 1000 kilos, and the same thing with our colour options on there. They are weights, they just raise and lower. It's not, you know, nothing more complicated than that. We've got no raise and lower manually, it is all on the automatic. So I'm just going to drop that off, because the next mod I'm going to look at is this, and I need the hitch to do it. So this on the back is the Strautmann Zelon CFS 2501DO by Despo93, 9.36 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. This you will find under Forage Wagons. Just there, 46 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. 23,000 litre capacity. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, VertexDezign, and back again. Under our Trelleborg, stand and wide. BKT, stand and wide. Michelin, no option other than the one you get with it. And then under VertexDezign, we're on wide already, and we've got wide 2. Those are our choices. Silage additive tank, yes or no? Actually, what was... I didn't put any silage additive in it. I'm going to do that now to see what the capacity is. No colour options. There's a license plate option on there as well. Yeah, bear with me a second. I'm going to put some silage additive in because I want to know what the capacity is. We are in and done. 10 litres of silage additive is what it will hold. It's the same as an FS25. 5% bonus if you've got silage additive and you're doing grass work. whether it's with forage wagons, forage harvesters, anything that allows you to use silage additive. Some of the balers do as well. If you're doing grass bales or you're pressing them into wrapped bales, 5% increase. If we turn it on, drop our pickup. Hit that bucket really. Pickup's working well. Swing that around. Clanking and banging of the trailers. I love that so much in the new version of the game. I'll come around next. I need a little bit of grass for the next one. There we have it, 23,000 litres, we are full. Unloading into a silage clamp or on the ground or wherever you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Unload here. That amount of litrage always is, these things are like TARDISes, it squeezes them right in, it's like a refuse truck, rubbish truck, garbage truck, however you refer to it, squeezes it all in there somehow. 23,000 litres goes a long way when it's out on the ground, but there you go. Does the job exactly how you need to. The Strautmann Zelon CFS 2501DO by Despo 93. While we're over here, no, I'm going to do this one actually. We've got the Güttler Avant 45. Ignore that. We've got the Güttler Avant 45 by VertexDezign, 4.28 megabytes download. 3 slots, 3 meters. Now, whilst it looks like a cultivator, this is a roller. It's under yield improvements, so it has cultivator tines at the front. It's more designed for something like this, going over ploughed fields, but it can be used if you've seeded and that kind of thing, because it doesn't actually provide a cultivating. It doesn't provide cultivating. It's the roller bit that is doing the work here. This will push stones back into the ground. I'll show you what I mean, because this field has been harvested, so after harvesting you can mulch or cultivate straight away. It won't do a cultivating job, even though it says lower cultivator. I thought I'd get the voucher because that shows off the new colour palettes as well. Gone for a nice metallic-y orange on there. I quite like it. So this you will find under rollers, just there, 7 grand, stock count comes down to 1, 80 horsepower required, that's all. No options on it, you get it just like that. We hop in and start this up. So you'll see if I do L1 top left, it says lower cultivator. If I do it on this bit over here and just lower the cultivator down, because I thought it would cultivate and then roll that cultivation, but it doesn't do anything on this field that's just been harvested. Although it appears to move in soil, it's not. But if we do it over the ground here and it operates as a roller, you can't turn it on or anything like that. So what we'll do now is drop it down. So yeah, the tines and the roller there will smooth out what you're doing. Should push the stones back into the ground, as you can see behind me. Front mounted, the Güttler Avant 45 by VertexDezign. There we go. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today then. And it is the Holaras Profi 260 by Dutch Modding Inc. 4.76 megabytes download, 3 slots, 3,500 litre capacity. It is a silage fork. You can use it on silage clamps. It's levelers really, and it is designed for silage clamps and things like that. So what you would do with your chaff, grass, that kind of thing, is you would be pushing up onto a silage clamp, and then you can use the blade on the front. It pushes forward and pushes everything off of it. So you will find it under forage harvesting. That's where the levelers section is now, and there it is, the Holaras Profi 260 mod, 5 grand. Stock count comes down to 1, 3,500 litres. We've got the option to have it 3-point mounted onto a tractor directly. Excuse me. Wheel loader attacher, telehandler attacher, or a front loader, whether that be a front loader vehicle or a front loader attached to a tractor. And then we're back to our 3-point option as well. 450 kilogram as a weight in its own right anyway. So I've put it on the telehandler. So what we should be able to do now, typically, I thought I'd leave a little bit and I haven't left enough, have I? I can go to that big pile, that's not a problem. So we're picking up our grass. There we go, 3,500 litres. So if your job is to push up on the silage clamp, so then all you would do is when you get to the silage clamp, especially if you've got a telehandler, you can extend it out to wherever you want it to be. When you get to where you're going, we push up or down. Hang on, where are we? There we go. Whoa! That's not 3,000. Is that really 3,500 litres? That's crazy. So there's the operation of it. That can't be. I'm going to put that back on there. It is, isn't it? That is absolutely nuts. Anyway, so as you can see, we pick that back up again. That's your Holaras Profi 260 by Dutch Modding Inc. And that's it for the mods for Wednesday the 27th of November. I didn't say at the start on FS25. It is FS25. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.